Tomorrow way too far away, and we can get back yesterday. But we young right now, we got right now, so get up right now, 'cause all we got is right now. Tomorrow way too far away, and we can get back.
Happy Wednesday, beautiful people. I am Fantasia, and I'm in charge of the Fashion, Charm, and Glamour column on PSLoveCharli. Most of you have been either following me on Instagram, Facebook, actually going to the website and, looking over the pictures and, everything. And I've been getting some really good reviews and compliments and everything. And you guys just don't know how grateful and excited I am, and just to kind of express myself, because I've just been in love with shoes and fashion since, I believe, before I even came out of the womb. I've just been obsessed with all of the glitz and glam. But basically, I just want to say thank you, start off, to everyone that has been supporting me through this journey. I wanted my very first YouTube video to kind of be an introduction to how everything kind of got started and how my granny and my family realized that, hey, this girl and fabric and glitz and glam and pretty shoes, that's going to be her life. So if you don't mind, I have my laptop here in my lap. I'm just going to read something that I wrote in 2009 when I first had the vision to open my very first boutique, which I will take you through that a little bit later in the videos. But I just want to read this to you so you can kind of get a better feel of where it all started. So yeah, so here it goes. Gone back there in that bedroom, as she calls it, and grab Granny's living, which is also known as her purse. Talking about my granny here. So we can run the Piggly Wiggly, Granny shouts from the kitchen. After delivering Granny's purse, I began to scurry down the hall towards the garage door, only to look back and find Granny staring at me. While examining my fabulous ensemble, Granny began to shake her head in that right to left motion I've become so familiar with at the age of 3. Granny placed her right hand on her right hip and impatiently said, "Van, you will not be wearing those shoes today." For those of you who are a bit familiar with me, Granny's explanation as of why I could not wear my pretty shoes was quite absurd to a very fashion-forward 3-year-old such as myself. Within 5 minutes of debating with one another on sporting my good-looking black patent leather 4-strap round toe 1-inch pretty shoes over those hideous things my granny refers to as tennises, resulted in sleepy time after, of course, a spanking. Following my cat nap, Granny announced we would take our trip to Piggly Wiggly. So bravely, I put my pretty shoes back on and headed for the garage door. Once Granny and I were toe-to-toe, she began to squat in a forward motion and stretch her arms around me and whispered, "Granny not gonna make that baby wear those ugly tennises." And I thought to myself, I know Granny. So my grandmother tells that story every single holiday, no matter what. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a holiday. If we're just all at my granny house, she tells that story over and over and over again. Just simply because every time that story tells a story, it just kind of shows you how, and I read this somewhere, when a child is young and they have interest in something, not anything that's just going to kind of take away from their character or bring shame or anything like that. But when they're interested in something, you just kind of have to let them go with it, because whatever it is that they love as a child, it may relate to something, as they get older, and it may bring success. You just never know. So, I just encourage parents, grandparents, whoever, just encourage your children, because, at first Granny didn't understand, that I had to wear my pretty shoes. I just had to. She didn't understand it first. But eventually we debated back and forth and she let me wear them. So, here I am today with 3 shelves and 5 rows of pretty shoes. And I still have more that I have to put in. I'll give you guys a tour a little bit later. But, yeah, and you know, I get a lot of compliments, and I've, you know, styled for a couple of magazines, and I have people that I shop for. So you never know what you enjoy as a child, you know, what you can grow up to become just from, you know, whatever it was that, you know, you really took liking as you were as a little person. So I just kind of want to read that and just give you an introduction to my obsession, which is why I think Charlie chose me. We didn't really talk much in high school, but you just never know who's watching you, and you never know God's plan. So I really am grateful for Charlie, and I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I am so grateful that a year ago she asked me to be in charge of, you know, the Fashion, Charm, and Glamour column on her actual website. So once again, I just want to thank everybody for following. I will be back soon so that I can kind of narrate you through the story. I have so much to share with you guys, and I'm excited that you guys are willing to allow me to do that. So everybody have a happy Wednesday, and please come back if you have anything you want me to mention or talk about or share. Leave comments, call me, text me, email me, Facebook me, Vantasia Wilks, VANTASHIWILKS, and I'm also on Instagram at Vantasia, VANTASHI. So just look me up and let me know. Love you guys so very much. Bye bye.